We were here within 3 minutes. The call came in at 8:11 and 8:14 our officers arrived. They engaged the subject, who was armed with a machete. On the way here, we had already gotten a call that we had two people, a male and female, husband and wife, visiting here from Georgia. They were walking along the beach. The victim, one of our victims that was macheted and lacerated on his back shoulder, was unprovoked and attacked by this individual. The wife was pushed by the husband to get out of the way for safety and told her to run. She didn't really quite know what was going on. They passed the man. The victim, who is required sutures at the hospital before we got here, he was injured, and he was here at the time that our officers got here. Our first officer arrived at the back of the boardwalk here, engaged the subject, pled with him multiple times, got a safe distance from him, trying to keep him at a safe distance, which was difficult. The individual was going back and forth and wielding the machete. The individual that was cut, the injured tourist, was on the deck pleading with him, as well as our officer. The officer tried to get a safe blockade between him and the suspect. The suspect continued to advance, and after multiple pleas with him, the second officer arrives about this time, and the individual clearly rushes towards both officers that are now standing there and at a very unsafe distance, and there was no choice but to shoot at the individual. He is deceased. The officers are fine. Neither officer is injured. We've got our chaplaincy and our EAP plan already in action for them. We'll be handling the criminal side. The state attorney's office was notified. Our county commission was notified as soon as we got this command page. Again, we arrived 3 minutes from the time we got the call. You can hear both of our officers trying to plead with him to put the weapon down. We already have one injured individual. Thankfully, he actually went towards another individual. Thankfully, he retreated before going to that individual.
Do we know if this person was an indigent or a homeless person?
It's my understanding that he was a vagrant that had been living out here for a little bit of time, or living in this area at least. He was known to a couple of witnesses that are also homeless, and they knew him. They actually had made comments just before he attacked the visitor, that he had made comments to them that they needed to get out of there, that he was going to make us kill him, and that he was making suicidal and homicidal thoughts, and told him that he needed to leave. It was about that time that that our witness was leaving that he engaged unprovoked the individual. As he walked past him, our victim was slashed in the back of the arm.
So is there any specific motive for his attack on the victim?
We don't know. According to our victim, he said he obviously assumed that he was having some mental illness, which he clearly did if he was having these homicidal and suicidal thoughts. He said the reason he believed that is he was speaking to the machete as he walked past him. He tried to go past him and tried to push his wife before he ever got slashed by the weapon, because he just felt that something was bad, and about that time's when he felt an immediate rush on his back, and then felt the blood going down and saw it, and told his wife to run at that point.